How young is too young to die? How complicated can death be? When is a good time to think about a living will? Scenario: 26-year-old man is brought into the emergency room following an automobile accident. He has suffered a massive head injury. He's intubated and put on ventilation. After a couple of days, an EEG is done to determine how much brain activity there is, and no brain activity is found. The doctors now inform the wife and the parents of the young man, then recommends that the ventilation be discontinued because the young man is brain dead. The wife is unsure what to do. The parents absolutely do not want to do this. So, he continues on ventilations for a few more days. The wife, after thought, thinking about it, and recalling conversations with her husband and how he would not like to be living this way, decides that the ventilation should be removed. The parents are furious and go to court and get a court order to stop this. The wife, in turn, has to hire an attorney to fight them. Well, here we are. The people that the young man loved the most in this world are now at each other's throats. They should be pulling together through this horrible time, and now they can't. Had the young man had a living will for such an occasion as this would be simple. His family would be able to begin to find closure and grieve for their loss. Death is an equal opportunity event at any age, any time. It can be very complicated, as we will discuss. There are no guarantees for tomorrow, so now is the time to put it in writing. So let's talk about living will, and having a living will can spare the family you love agonizing decisions. The terminology involved, you will hear terms like advance directive, living will, medical power of attorney, durable power of attorney. An advance directive, its purpose is to outline the medical treatment that you would want or that you don't want at the end of your life. The term describes two legal documents, a living will and a medical power of attorney. With a durable power of attorney, this remains in force for the lifetime of the principal or the patient. Actually involves more than just health care, whereas the medical power of attorney is about health care. The principal or the patient can cancel either power of attorney at any time for any reason. Who will you choose? Who do you trust to make decisions for you should you be incapacitated? This could happen should you already be under anesthesia and the surgeon finds something that needs to be addressed and he needs permission for it. This has actually happened to me. My husband was in the hospital, had been taken to surgery for cardiac bypass. So naturally, I'm in the waiting room, not expecting to see the surgeon for 2 or 3 hours. After about 20 minutes, the surgeon comes in. He says, "We've found a problem, and now we must decide how we're going to fix it while we're in there, because the problem also requires open heart surgery as well. So I have to make a decision. I don't see my husband having his chest cracked open twice. So we have a heart valve that needs to be replaced. And which one do we use? Do we use one that might have to be repaired again in 15 years? Or do I choose the one that makes him be on Coumadin for the rest of his life?" Well, I chose the one to be on Coumadin for the rest of his life because I didn't see him going back for a second time. And once he woke up and was focused and able to think, I had to tell him about the choice we had to make for him while he was out of it. And he was okay with it. Thank goodness. I will always doubt myself, but so far, so good. But these are the kind of things that can happen when you least expect it. So, the decisions are not always life or death. Sometimes they're one choice or another. Who do you want making that choice for you? Actual cases involving living wills and court battles. At Fort Worth Hospital, interpreted the law regarding a deceased or brain-dead pregnant woman on life support because she was pregnant. Well, the fetus was non-viable at that point, so it couldn't be taken. The court decided, and she did not have a living will, and the husband was against this. The court decided that the hospital interpreted the law incorrectly and ordered to remove her from life support. This went on for several months. Well, I say several months, I think several weeks. But, of course, the husband had to take him to court to get her off. There again, she had no living will. A Killeen man, just recently, 43 years old, not divorced, but not with his wife. They had been separated for about 5 years. Collapsed in his apartment. The parents went to court to keep him on life support. The wife shows up, who he's not divorced from, and asks for a do not resuscitate order and requested that dehydration and other support be stopped, which the hospital did once the court order had expired. Without explaining to the parents the situation, he died. Another battle over an elderly woman being on life support goes religious. She's Jewish, she's brought up Jewish, and she's elderly, probably 70-ish. The Jewish family wants to keep her on respirator, and her godson, who is Catholic, and states that the patient had converted to Catholic, should be allowed to die. That battle went on for a while as well. Terri Schiavo in Florida. Battle went on for years. The parents finally lost that, and all support of any kind for their daughter was removed, and she died. Is this what you want for your family, your wife, your children, or worse? Do you want a soon-to-be ex showing up, making those decisions for you? The choice is yours. Choose wisely. A living will tells which treatment you want or don't want. At uslegal.com there are frequently asked questions regarding the living will, which can help answer some of your questions. In some states, a living will takes effect only when there is no hope of recovery. Terminal cancer, maybe hepatitis C, HIV, well, not really HIV, but maybe AIDS when you're in a real bad illness situation. There's progress to that point. You might not wake up after a surgery. I did see a case online where the patient went in for some type of heart surgery and went into a coma and never came out of that coma. The durable power of attorney takes effect whenever you become unable to make decisions such as the surgery, as I've shared with you. In conclusion, this is a very important life and death. You should discuss it with your family so that they know that you are thinking about this, and if you make the choice to put it in writing, they also need to know. You should also talk with your doctor, ask questions, talk with an attorney, get advice, and find out about state law issues. Most hospitals have a generic type of form that can be used, and they should be able to answer most questions. Another reason to at least learn about it is you may have someone who may be close to a situation where they may need that, or just share it with people that you know, elderly, young, whatever. There are situations where they could find themselves at the mercy of someone, or maybe you just don't want to live wrapped up in a bed sheet for the rest of your life on a machine, and there's nothing there but a body that has to be cleaned and taken care of every day, and nothing else going on. That is up to you. But be informed, not only for yourself, but for your family. These are heart-wrenching times when these things happen. You may also know someone to give the information to as well. So choose wisely. Think about it. Think about your family. And if you choose to do it, think about who you would want to put as your health proxy. And thank you for watching my video.